This is Mrs. Champagne, and I am going to show you how to turn your teacher into an alien using Photoshop. The first thing you want to do is go to File, Open, and find that picture of the teacher that you've already saved to your H drive. Once you've done this, we are going to make a copy of the background layer. We want to keep the background fresh. We want to have a clean copy that we don't mess with. So we will right-click on that and do Duplicate Layer. Keep it called Background Copy and click OK. So we will not touch this background. We're only going to make our changes to the background copy. Once you have made the copy, you can go to Filter and Liquify. Over here on the right side, you're going to have some brush tool options. You need to change the size of your brush so it's about the size and covers your entire alien's head. This is too small. On my keyboard, next to the letter P, there are some brackets. If I want to click on those brackets, I can increase and decrease the size of the brush quickly using my keyboard while it's still over my subject's face. And I want my brush size to be about the size of his head. Once you have a set large enough brush, it's time to begin adjusting the facial features on our soon-to-be alien. On the left side of the window, you'll see a toolbar. We're looking for the circle tool. This is the bloat tool. Select that tool by clicking on it, and then you are going to bloat your alien's forehead. When I did that, my brush size went back down, so I am going to enlarge it again, back up to around 400 where I was for my person's head, and try that again. There we go. Now I can bloat his head. Make sure you're bloating the left side and the right side too, so we can get that big brained effect that an alien would have. Okay? Each time you mouse click, you're going to see the changes in the shape of the forehead. The next thing we want to work on is his chin. Sometimes our little green men have pointy, small chins. The tool right above the bloat tool is the pucker tool. That's the tool we'll use to pucker his chin and eventually his ears. You might want to kind of drag down as you pucker. You might want to, again, change the size of your brush. You can play with this and get the effect that you want for the pucker tool. Got some teeth in there. Now, you can also pucker his ears here, the little tiny alien ears. You can do the same with the nose. Give him a little pointy alien nose there. And as I'm puckering, I'm kind of dragging it down. That's how I'm getting that pointed effect. At this point, my subject looks quite a bit alien already. So, to complete this look, I want to bloat his eyes. Over here, I'm going to switch back to my bloat tool. And that's a little big. I want my brush size to be the size of his eyes. And I can give him some giant alien eyes here. I like to try to get in the center of the black. I think that looks better in the pupil there. If I can bloat the pupil. Oh yeah, now he's looking really creepy. Now to complete our look, we are going to have to turn him green. So once you've done the bloating and the puckering and you like the way that looks, you'll click OK in the top right-hand corner. And the way we'll turn him green is we'll use the Quick Mask tool. You learned that when you did the fern and flower lesson. The first thing you want to do is come down here to your Quick Mask button and turn on the Quick Mask. Get your paintbrush. And you want to you can look at your size of your paintbrush and see what works best for you. You want your mode to be hard light. Opacity is 100%, and so is flow. And then you're just going to color him. Right now it's red, because again, this is just a mask, right? And any place that your alien has skin, make sure you color that. Now, don't worry about coloring over the eyes. We'll fix that later. Okay. Just get all of his skin in. If your alien has arms showing, you're going to want to color those arms. I trace around the outside and then color the inside because that's how I color in my coloring books. That just works for me. Okay, once you have that turned on, all colored in, you're going to turn off this quick mask tool. But what it did is it selected everything you didn't color. That's the opposite of what we want. So we have to inverse the selection. The way you do that is you go to select, inverse. Now the part with his skin is selected. When you have it selected perfectly the way you want, you will go to, and you can adjust this with the magnetic lasso, but once you have it the way you want it, then you are going to go to Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation, and you find the perfect color, shade of green that you would like your little man to be. Or woman. Click OK. Select, deselect, or Control D. We're going to add one more thing. You will see that in part 2. In the next video, we will add a tail to our alien. Just in case there's anybody who doubts that he is actually an alien, we will give him a tail. Tune in for part 2 to see the creation of the tail.